Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Amateur Football Hinge video podcast. My name is Bruce. I am one of the best grassroots players you will ever see in your life. Yes, I've said it first. So, this kind of topic right now. It's something really close to me. Yes, I've kind of called it like the vet show, but the people on the panel. These guys are legends, and I kind of want to call this legends football or masters football because these guys are not vets. These guys have literally crazy knowledge of like football players, networks, etc. But you know what? Let me not talk too much. Let's go straight to the show. So let's start with Dwayne. Can you please introduce yourself and the team that you represent?
Hi everybody, my name's Dwayne Simpson, representing Swanscombe Tigers. Do you want to go into more detail or just a brief introduction?
Yeah, please kind of go into a bit more detail.
Okay, so Swanscombe Tigers, originally I'm from South East London, so I moved to Swanscombe, which is in Kent, probably 6 years ago. And I started to run a football team for my son, who was under 9s at the time. I was helping as an assistant coach. And then sometime after, one of the guys playing for Swanscome's Sunday team, the men's team, was like, "Oh, do you still play?" And I was just like, "No, I'm not really at the moment." He was like, "Oh, we should set up a vets team. Like, we're getting on a bit and whatever." So I was like, oh, "Okay." I didn't really know too much about the vets football and stuff. So yeah, like we waited for that to get set up. Guy called Terry Ewing was the manager. So 2019 season was our first season. We actually won the league before the COVID lockdown and everything, mathematically. So yeah, it was a good season. I think we were due to play in a cup final as well, or either a semi-final, something like that. So yeah, that was our first season, and then the second season, obviously, 20 to 21. They went into the 5th division. So we started in the 6th division because you're a new team. They went to the 5th division. And I believe we were top of the league. But obviously, it didn't finish. The season wasn't complete. So, yeah, pretty much a new team. Quite a young vet side. Yeah, so it's been interesting, you know. It's been interesting. So, yeah.
Oh, that's fun. And I'm going to move on to Owen.
Hello, my name's Owen, representing Herne Bay Vets. The team has only very recently been called Herne Bay. Prior to that, we were called Tankerton Slayer, and we play in the Thanet District Veterans League, and we boss it. We have bossed it for ages. Last season, finished our season, we won every single game. We won the cup. We didn't lose a game. We won them all. I'm going to put in the chat. Just for anybody who wants to see our league position, there you go. See our goal difference, whatnot. I think overall over the season, our goal difference was plus 80 or something. I played for the team for 5 years. I'm 39 now, so when I joined, I was one of the ones that was permissible as an underager. I'm a centre back, vice captain. Yeah, we play in a 4G. And I'd back us to beat anybody when we play in that 4G.
Yes, say it in your chest. I love that.
Football's a lot easier down in Kent, though, isn't it? It's not like London.
Yeah, well, it depends. What do you mean easier? Yeah, the competition. You're right. The competition. In our division, there's 2 teams who give us a good game.
Yeah.
The rest we batter stupid scores like double figures, which is good, but it gets a bit boring. But I know the profile, well, like what we're going to be talking about, the profile of the standard is growing, and next season we've got definitely 2 more good teams coming in.
Yeah, great stuff. And I just want to say hello to that Nigel who's literally just said to Bruce, what's with that foolish hat? Listen, this show is not about me. It's about the people on the panel. So let me wear whatever I want. Thank you very much. Let's go over to Dean Thomas. How you doing, sir?
Hi guys, so I'm Dean Thomas, joint manager of West London Rams, and we play in the West London Vets League, which is a Saturday league. Last season was our first season together. We were top of our league before it was cut short. In the third division, but based on our performances, we've been put into Division 1 for this coming season. So hopefully we get to compete and finish the season. And yeah, that's us. We're a new team, but some old faces in there. Play a good, just a bunch of guys that missed the changing room atmosphere. I wanted to get going again.
Love that. Love that. Love that. James, to you, sir.
Right, so I'm the Charcoal Vets manager. I was on Tabrizi's show a few months back. It was our first full season together last year, which obviously was cut short 2 or 3 times because of COVID. We got originally put in Division 2, which I was having a scream up about, but the league said, look, you've got to start in there, you can't go in the top division, blah, blah, this. We would have won that league outright anyway. That wouldn't have been an issue. And we eventually got to 2 cup finals. We played the One Bell in the Senior Cup final, and they've obviously, I think out of 15 years, they've won it, 10, 12 times. We also then got to the London Cup final, and we played your man there, West Fulham side, and we lost 2-1. So, although people could, because obviously the way we've created the hype around like the team and the Instagram and everything else, obviously you're going to have the haters who are going to say, oh, it was a bad year, blah, 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 you lost 2 cup finals. But the memories the boys gained from it, the experience of the 2 cup finals alone, and to be beat by One Bell 1-0 when we peppered the life out of them, but just saying, and then to lose to 2-1 to West Fulham, who are a really, really good side. We've invited them back for a friendly, as it happens, in a few weeks' time. So, yeah, when you put it in a whole, it was a successful year. Yes, what's happening?
What's happening, you all right?
Oh, you managed to turn up now, yeah?
Yeah, busy, sorry.
Well, it's nice of you to turn up anyway. But anyway, yeah, you didn't turn up in the final, did you?
Won it though, mate.
Mate, if that was in the court of law, you'd be getting arrested for robbery. Daylight robbery.
That was legal robbery, mate. Legal.
Yeah, so anyway, going into next year, it's a big season. Hopefully we get the whole year together, back-to-back games. We're in the top division now. They've strengthened the league, got rid of the old dinosaurs like your man there, and then they're just bringing in fresh blood. So we're looking forward to it.
Wow. Okay, let's gonna go to Dean from West Fulham.
Hi guys, so my name's Dean Lindsay. I'm representing West Fulham Vets. We've been a Vets team for 2 years now. Prior to that, we used to play under another name, Pierscroft United. So we've been together for about the team been together for about 15 years. But yeah, Vets team for 2 years. Current London Cup Vets holders. As James was saying, won a hard-fought, hardly contested final there, 2-1. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next season.
Amazing. My guy from Warm Bell. Dude just turns up. Can you please introduce yourself and like the team that you represent as well?
I'm Bez from One Bell, the best Vets team.
Don't they buy you t-shirts at the One Bell?
No, I'm in bed, man. I'm tired, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, just from the One Bell. I'd say we're the best Vets team. 14 honours in 5 years. It's not bad, really. And obviously, we beat the Charcoal, you know. They had a lot of talk. They wanted us. So we had to just, beat them. But no. It was good. It's good. It's good to have a team in there that is raising a lot of awareness in football and other stuff. So yeah, it's good. I don't really know the other teams. I heard the guy Herne Bay. I heard him say something about 4G. Woo. Big shout there. Yeah. That was a big shout there. That was a big shout. But, yeah.
Cool.
But that's it, man. Let's talk. Let's get the banter going.
100%. So let's go to Black Clock. Paul.
Hello, everyone. My name's Paul, joint manager of Independent Vets. Before that, we were Peckham Town. Then we molded into LSU, and then we became independent. Short story, we started in the 5th division and have won divisions every season. We are the winners of the Beckenham Cup 2 times over. 2nd division team, and looking for promotion this season. Yeah, that's it. We don't really do a lot of talk. We just win games, and that's what we do. So let us begin.
Woo! Okay. And we have Junior. That's drifting in and out. I think he hasn't paid for his internet. But literally, I'm sure I can probably fill him in the moment he comes on. But hey, honestly, guys, thank you for coming in. Crazy amounts of comments. We've got some love for Dean Thomas, from Tyrone, the London FA Cup competitions. 2 cup finals in 1 season, very impressive. So that's charcoal. But Raymond has come in straight afterwards and said 2 defeats. So hey, wow. Okay. Well, hey, let's go straight into this. And again, please, guys, if you've got any questions, comments for these legends, please put them in the chat box. So let's kind of go to this question right off, and again, this is a kind of, I'd say, a kind of general conversation, and let's kind of start with Owen. Do you think there's a stigma around Vets football, and if so, why?
Round my way, less and less now. A few years back when I joined it, I say Vets football to people who didn't know, they'd be like, walking football. No, not walking football. But now, there's lots of players who've got, again, round my way in Kent, high profiles in local football. They're joining Vets football, and that's just helping grow the reputation of it, and it's attracting more and more quality players, which is great. It's great for it. So if there is a stigma, it's a positive one round my way.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to kind of probably level this kind of question at James. As you guys put out a lot of social media posts, have you kind of seen the interest regarding social media and regarding interest into kind of Vets football and also at your club?
Listen, it's well known that we've got an Instagram fan base type thing, yeah. And when I started this, I said to everyone involved, I'm not going to go into it to be running a 10, 11 men turn up on a Saturday, 1 man and a dog just for a pint after. I weren't going to do it like that. What I wanted to do it for originally was because of the mental health side of things, the middle-aged men, people that are struggling, especially because it was the COVID year last year. And I wanted to bring some positivity from it. And let's have it right, 35 is not old, yeah? And like I said to you, Bruce, before, my daughter's only 6, yeah? I stopped playing myself and had no interest in it probably 10 years ago. So she's 6, she's never seen me play football. So now I'm taking her to football training and she's saying, Dad, shut up, you can't even play football. So for me to start this team and bring all the people back together that were struggling one way or another and get all the kids there involved and everything else, it's created a really positive thing around Vets football. And like the man said there, more and more players are coming to Vets football earlier than they was. It used to be 45s, 50s. Now it's 35 on the dot. Semi-pro players are playing Vets football. If their games are off, they're going and playing. So it can only be positive. And as long as it's creating a positive vibe around it and it's getting the interest, and at the same time you can raise awareness for all different charities and whatnot, then it's only good.
Cool. And Dean Thomas, I'd love to get your opinion.
I think, like everyone said, I think there used to be a stigma around Vets football, and you'd get players 45, 50, not very fit, not very mobile. But I think over the last 5 years, you've got some real quality players, and I think it varies from region to region, like Kent, South London. Now by us, we've got some really strong teams over in West London. And I think it is more competitive now. So it's not just like James said, it's not about just getting together 10, 11 men turning up and just having a beer afterwards. It's about winning. And I think when you've played at a decent level, you never lose that desire to win. And that's what we said. Like, we started last season, we're a new side. And the first thing that we picked up on in our pre-season was we weren't fit enough. And Vets football's changed to you have to have a good level of fitness now. So, and I think that's made it more competitive, and it's kind of lost that stigma of a few old men getting together and just having a kick around. It's very competitive now, which I think is only good for the game.
And question to Dean from West Fulham. Do you think now, because of the ex-pros now kind of coming into Vets football, do you think that's helped for like profile?
Yeah, definitely. Help the profile. Obviously, the quality of football that they bring and the quality of players that they are, that raises it as well. I think as well, the standard in Vets football has sort of improved a lot, I'd say, in the last 5 years. But yeah, I think definitely raise the profile, definitely sort of, get a bit of a buzz around it on social media, people watching, following. And it's definitely, I guess, creating a bit of a crest of a wave. So yeah, I think it's definitely improved, helped improve things in a lot of ways.
Cool. And again, this is like a question for like the group. And again, like when we're kind of talking about ex-pros, I'm just looking through the panel. I'm just seeing which team's probably got the most ex-pros playing for them. I mean, again, help me out here.
Monaco in the Midlands have got the most ex-pros. Has anyone heard of them? Monaco.
No.
Well, I know West London Rams. They've got a few, haven't they?
We've got a few. Not always available because some are still involved in the game and they get there when they can. But it certainly helped raise the profile of our club pretty quickly and gave us a good Instagram following. So yeah, I think to answer your question, Bruce, I think it's definitely helped raise the awareness around Vets football.
And again, I'm going to kind of level this at the self-proclaimed best team around, Crayford Wombell. I mean, hey, like you guys don't exist anymore. So, what was like the issue for you guys keeping that name? And are you guys going to be still like competing within like the Vets football?
They bottled it, Tabriz. That's the bottom line. They bottled it. Hey, look what time it was. Let's be honest. They've been around like dinosaurs, 15 years. Yeah, we come along for 1 year, yapping. Yes, we was. Got to the final. Listen, their goalie must have gone home. Told the old woman to get her best outfit out because he just beat the Charcoal 1-0. I do not know how it happened. It was a robbery. So they thought, let's call it a day now before they clean up next year. Let's be honest.
Wow. Wow. Well, okay. Well, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna give you the right response for that.
Do you know what? I'll give Charcoal their due, yeah? They made a lot of noise. They lost. Ultimately, they lost.
Admittedly, we lost 1-0.
Victories.
Yep. They're a good side.
Can I send pictures to this?
What's that?
Can I send pictures to this of me holding the trophy?
We don't want to see all that.
Whether we won 1-0, hey, whether we won 1-0, 6-0, what does the record book say? L for you and a W for me.
Listen, it doesn't matter how you win. It doesn't matter how you win, you won.
Yeah, exactly. Also, we've been doing it for years, remember? And also, Barman's team here, Barman on the left.
Yeah. Winning. Speak up, man. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Sorry. Was you winning that game?
We was, 1-0.
You bottled it.
Yeah. Listen, they're a very, very good side. Listen, the respect.
Experience.
Listen, the respect is there.
Experience.
The respect is there for them, and the respect there is for you. But I'm just saying, you bowled it because you knew we was coming next year.
So anyway, you know, let me kind of
To be fair, for my team, your team's the one that we've been on our radar because we want to win the Kent Cup. That because our league's a piece of piss. Sorry, mind my language.
5 years in a row, man. 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You're the ones you're the ones we want to go for, and we believe we've got the squad this coming season. So hopefully we'll see some of you lot.
Oh, that's
But you won't see them because they folded because they melted.
Glebe.
Yeah.
all right. Well, so let's
Listen, they're playing under Glebe. Glebe vets.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll be kind of definitely.
They're playing under Glebe vets, so you'll be able to play them.
Cool. Paul, aka Black Clock. You've like been of course with Peckham Town and then LSU and then now with Independent. You know, it's the same team, but we've kind of moved around. How have like you seen the like change in like Vets football?
I've been in Vets football a long time. I'm probably older than the guys on the panel. I sort of disagree with this image of Vets football because that was a very long time ago where people were saying, you know, the old 45-year-olds and big bellies and, you know, couldn't ping a five-yard pass. That was a long time ago. I mean, these teams now and before, they've got ballers in their team. They've got ballers. I'm not talking about Sem. I'm talking about, you know, grassroots. Not some of them are semi-pros, yeah, but grassroots players that are very good players who know their way around a pitch. So I don't see it that way. Yes, there are new teams coming in and new players, yeah. And this social media has come on board, yeah. But you know, I can only talk about us. I mean, I look on other teams, but I can only talk about us. Social media, you need it. Good players know players. Don't really need. Me personally, don't really need social media to find players. Good players know good players. And if you're winning, which we do, players will come along. You know. But I welcome the challenge. Semi-pro players welcome that. You know, that's all good. Yeah, good standard football. We've beaten them on their way and we've lost on the way as well. So to me, when the whistle goes, it's a level playing field, to be honest. You know, fine margins, win games. Sometimes you lose, shake your hand and go home. Sometimes you win. You know, that's the way I see it, basically.
And Dwayne, look to kind of get your opinion about this topic.
Well, similar to what remember your name in the purple top, night top. You were saying about walking football. Yeah, that's what a lot of people. Well, when you mention you play Vets football, that's what a lot of people, I guess, imagine that you're doing. It's just walking around and everyone's being nice to everyone, and you know what you're having for dinner Sunday and all that kind of stuff. But no, it's my experience of it has been, yeah, all right. You have quite a few guys that are quite unfit, but they match that with physicality. What I've found. So yeah, no. To be honest, I think until you go into Vets football, I think your idea of it might be different. I've had injuries. I've had bad injuries, like rib injuries and challenges from players that just couldn't keep up with me physically. But I say that's their way of stopping you, innit? So yeah, but it's been for me. It's been definitely. It hasn't been like, oh, you come out of football at say 30 or whatever. I mean, I kept playing for a little bit anyway, but obviously I came into Vets football at 36. And then, like, I would have a lot of people saying, "How old is that guy? Check his card before kickoff," things like that. You know what I mean? While I'm playing the game, defenders just, you know, asking the ref, "Have they checked my card?" and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, no, I've enjoyed it, man. But I think people's impression of it would have been No, it's just road men, but it's definitely not. Definitely not.
Cool. And you know what, guys? Please get your comments, get your questions in. Ask these legends whatever you have to ask. And I kind of want to ask Dean Thomas. And again, you've been very, very, very modest regarding your kind of experience and like the teams that you've managed. How kind of hard is it for you to kind of almost it's kind of almost like that kind of Roy Keane effect where like you like played at such a high level and then you are now playing with people that may not take the game as seriously as you do. I mean, how kind of hard is it to kind of get that motivation into your players?
I've not had that problem at Vets level. I had that problem more managing semi-pro when you've got young players that think they've made it after 5 games. I think at Vets football, the players that we've got, they've all played at a good level. They all know what it takes to win games, and they've all got their heads screwed on. Like if you look at some of our players, Jamie Lawrence, Luke Stanton, these are like inspirational people. They're so interested in developing youngsters and helping young people, not only in football, but with their mindset and the way that they think about things. Like, if any player within our team dropped their standards, they would have people like that on them. So sometimes I don't even need to motivate them because you've got those winners within the team that motivate them for me. So that's the kind of people that you want to have around you.
I love that. And actually, listen to Owen. I know that you kind of mentioned your league a few times. Would you kind of compare your league to like the Scottish Prem? And would you kind of compare the leagues that I'd say independent and charcoal, or even being from West Fulham, as in like the Prem, La Liga? I mean, like what's the standard of football around your way?
Yeah, you're bang on. Like I said earlier, there's 2 out of that division of 8, I think. There's 2 teams who give us a good game, close games, but the rest of them, between the 3 of us, we destroy all the rest of them. So yeah, it's tight there, but that's getting better next year. I know there's 2 teams coming in who are going to be a good standard, and yeah, to emphasise the London leagues clearly. I mean, to illustrate this, when I first started playing, we weren't even entered in the league. We just played in the cup competitions, and we ended up winning both the cup competitions, and that gave us the confidence to then join the league because we were like, look, we've beaten all their best teams, let's join their league. And then in that first season, joining the league, we played in the Kent Cup, and our first game was away at Johnson and Phillips. And prior to that, playing the vet standard, it was quite comfortable, quite easy. Come down to Johnson Phillips. I remember this ball come over to me, and I'm just thinking, it's running towards me, and I'm thinking that guy's never going to go sliding in. Bang, he slid in, took me right out. And I was like, whoa, what's this all about? It wasn't happening down my way.
Welcome to London.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, obviously, it wasn't the first time I played a London side, but it was first for Vets. And I just didn't think it was going to happen. But gosh, yeah, he went straight through me. That's fine. I don't mind that. That's game on. Yeah, well, this is it now. And now that made us all, it opened up all our eyes. And actually, from then on, the club's elevated and evolved, We've lost, it was a bit more of a social vibe when we joined. Now we've just got a bunch of really good players. Kind of lost the social vibe as a result, but just because we want to win,
Okay.
But yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I was just saying, yeah, the league last season and the prior seasons was, probably akin to the Scottish Prem. Hopefully it's getting better.
And
do you play against Holland and Blair?
We play because they play. There's 2 Kent leagues. They play in another one, but they folded. So they, the last time we played them, they beat us in the Kent Cup semi.
Is that when we beat in the final?
Yeah. But you beat them, and they're a good side. We took 3 of their players. 3 of their players now play for us because they folded.
Oh, surprising! Good side. Best team we played, probably.
You mug.
Trying to fish.
All right, okay. Well, let me. All right, so let me kind of go on to like the next point. And again, thank you for everyone that's been watching. Thank you for all your comments. Get them in. Let's kind of go straight to the juggler. Who's the best team? And you know what? Let me kind of start off being West Fulham, current London Vets champions. So let's tell technically the best Vets team in London. So hey, we are in the presence of greatness. I got to say it. Again, hey, like who do you think is the best team? Iron, yeah, let's kind of keep it London. Love to kind of get your opinion.
I mean, us aside, best team we've played, I would say are probably either Charcoal or Jamrock, who ended up winning our league. They're a very good side. Jamrock, they won our league. Quite a few ex-pros, really, really good team. Another team I played last season, which I should remember their name. They've got Paolo Venazza that plays for them. I think they might have won the London Vets Cup last year. I might be wrong on that, but they're a quality side, and he's really, really good in there. Obviously got to give up my own team obviously a shout. Tough season. Obviously won the Vets Cup, and now can obviously try and win that next year and the league. That's kind of obviously the league as much focus now as well because we want to win that.
And Black Clock.
Well, I only go by people that have won stuff. So from the moment I came into
Charcoal, may as well go get a cup of tea then, Charcoal, for 5 minutes.
Hold on. I think
so the moment we came into this,
I think that's the thing.
Moment we came into this. No, I just talk facts. You know what I mean? There's no point talking on social media and all that if you're not winning stuff. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nobody knows you on a Monday morning at the bus stop, my friend. Nobody knows you. You know what I mean? Winning stuff. That's all what matters.
Oh my God! Wow!
That's all what matters to me. So I have to say, One Bells. They're the yardstick. They win stuff. Don't talk a lot. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot about these players, and they're not big-headed. They just go about their business. Nice bunch of lads. They want to win on the pitch, and they do it. You know what I mean? So you can't say nothing about that. You know what I mean? As the last guy, I have to say I have to back my side. We win leagues every season. You know what I mean? Started in the 5th division, now in the 2nd. Double winners of the Beckenham Cup. Beaten VCD on the way, Defiance on the way, 1st division sides. So I have to back my team as well. Young vet side. Turn your head. You didn't win nothing, so it doesn't matter.
Let's be honest though. If we wanted to enter Division
Let me finish,
5,
my friend. Let me finish, my friend.
If we went in the Beckenham
Let me finish, my friend.
Cup, it'd be pointless.
Let me finish, my friend. Let me finish. Let me finish, my friend. Let me finish. Let me finish, my friend.
If we wanted to play the Beckenham Hospice Cup, it'd be pointless, wouldn't it? Yeah, because we played the best team that you just said.
You're saying that all the time. You're saying that all the time. It'd be pointless. You're saying this all the time. You're saying this all the time. This will be pointless. And if the season hadn't finished, we would have won the league. You didn't win the league. You played 5. You played 5 games. You lost the LSUB, so you didn't win the league. You got a foot up into the 1st division. How can you win the league? How can you get promotion in five games?
That's like winning the Milk Cup and the fucking conference.
How can you get promotion after 5 games? Don't talk silly, my friend. Let the crowd know you got a leg up by the league. You got a leg up by the league. They're seduced by you having semi-pro players. Good for them. They're seduced by that. Let us not forget. Let us not forget. You need everybody. Let me talk, because no one interrupted you when you're talking. So let me talk, okay? real talk now. You need everybody in Vets football. You need everybody in Vets football. I understand with the semi-pro business, but if the league is going to be seduced by that, there will be 4 teams playing each other every week. You need everybody. You need the teams that get done 9-0, and you need the teams that do 9-0. You know what I mean? So listen, you've been there 1 minute. You've been there a minute. I've been there a long time. I've seen you coming. I've seen your headlights in the rearview mirror. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? This season, please win something, my friend. Please win something. Because talking about it, don't do nothing. Talking about it, don't do nothing.
All right, Paul.
That's just the truth.
James.
That's just the truth.
Yeah.
Talking about it, don't win nothing.
James,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure your 200 fans were disappointed when you lost the 2 finals.
No,
That's
it was
just life.
600.
Well, 600, 6,000, it don't matter. It don't matter. You never won nothing.
Are you
Hold on. James.
You never won nothing.
James, you have the
right, so what was it? Who's the best team?
Yeah.
I said Charcoal.
Listen,
their record, you can't beat their record. Of course it's Charcoal. How can you beat their record? They're not talking about it. They've won it. They won it.
Who's talking it?
James, go on, please, James.
Right, so the best team for me, yeah, and I can only go on when we played them, this is the truth, is West Fulham. West Fulham are a very, very good organised side, and I've got a lot of time for them, which is why we've invited them to play us in a friendly, because you want to play against the best, yeah? But Danny's my mate, yeah? I've got friends in the One Bell team. You can't knock what One Bell have done, yeah? When we set our stall out, when we started this, I basically straight away said, One Bell, we're coming for you. Was that right, Dan?
Yeah.
Because, listen, no disrespect to the other ones, I'm not doing something to be half-hearted or go through the motions or whatever. I started the team and I said, One Bell, we are coming for you. And realistically, in our first year, COVID year, lockdowns, everything else, all that malarkey, we got to the final and we played the best around in Kent and in London, whatever at the time, One Bell, and we lost 1-0. But I'll take great confidence from the fact that One Bell goes and beats teams 4-5, 6-1, 6-0. They beat us 1-0 and it was a very, very tough game. And for everyone involved, it was a fantastic day. There was like 600-700 people there. But the one thing that One Bell's got that we haven't got, you can't get overnight. It's experience at winning games over a long period of time. Their team's been together for 15 odd years, yeah? And you can, I'll be honest, I still believe that personally, my team are the best 11 players on paper. That's what I believe. But you can't get the experience they've got from winning games, cup finals, year after year in your first year. We've got a lot to learn. But actually, the team that I believe that I see, the best team we have played, for me, was West Fulham.
Okay. And regarding what Paul said, in terms of being promoted to the first division, and yeah, I'd love to get your response to that.
Well, look, this is the reality. When I wanted to go in the league, they was trying to put us in Division 3, 4s, and whatever. And I actually said, if you're going to do that, we're going to go and find another league, maybe Surrey or somewhere else. But then what they've done is they come and watched us train. Then I had to send them a list of the players that were transferring from the top league to join us. Eventually, they stuck us in Division 2. Now, whether we got put up a league or not, because they've reshuffled the league, they said, look, you're too good for that league. We beat Bow Street Runners in a semi-final 9-0. They was in the top division. I think Danny was there. We absolutely tore them to pieces, yeah? And they was in the top division, and they've now come down and they've put us up there. We beat them 9-0. Listen, it's all great banter. I love it. Me and Danny have banter all the time. He wanted to sign for us, but we ain't started a reserve team yet. So I said no. But the reality is, yeah, I'm not coming into something. I'm not going to sit here talking about 4th, 5th divisions and winning milk cups and that. If you're going to do it properly. Go for it properly. Don't sit there talking about pathetic cups that like teams in the 2nd division win. Let's have it right. If that cup's any serious, One Bell would win it. One Bell didn't win that. They won the Senior Cup and the Kent Cup. West Fulham win the London Cup because it's a proper cup. So if you want to talk about Division 5s and milk cups, then you do that. But we're not here to mess around with them silly things.
You do understand, because you talk big, your chest is pushed out. You do understand the league has a rule.
You ain't fighting, are you?
With free. No, you do understand the league has a rule with 3 cups. You can only play in 2. So you pick which one you want. You pick which one you want. So
why did you
don't
pick the
dismiss.
Beckham Hospice Cup?
Don't listen. Let me. Don't
Why did you
dismiss
pick
and
the Beckham Hospice
disrespect.
Cup?
Don't this. But we won it the first week, and we wanted to win it again, which we did.
So why didn't you enter the big one, the London Cup?
We did, and we got knocked out.
Well, there you go then. Shut up.
So
Move on.
no, but you're talking about milk cup. Don't disrespect what people have won.
No
Don't
one's
disrespect what
disrespecting
people
you.
have won
You're
because you know what,
talking-
my friend.
You're talking
You know
about
what, my friend.
we've
It's
done.
vets
You're
football.
talking about what
No
we've
one knows
done.
you on
But
Monday morning
we
with your big
compete
chest
with
and
the
your
best.
social
We're not
media.
gonna compete
No
with
one knows
people
you.
down there.
All I know, okay, is that we won a cup this season and we
Good for
regained it. We regained it. Okay, that's what I know, and I know
And
the
that's-
man
and
I know the
respect
man
for you
on
for
that
doing
side has. I know the man on that side
Respect for
has
you
won
for
a cup.
doing that.
Has one cup as well. Okay,
Respect for
I
them.
don't know. I know you haven't won a cup.
All right.
I
Okay.
know that it's on
But
this panel.
Let's be
I
honest.
know
We
that's
could
all
win
I
that
can
cup
go
very
by.
easily.
Okay. All right.
That's all I
Okay.
can
You
go
know
by.
what? Okay. You know what?
That's
And you know
all I
what,
can
guys?
go by.
Guys, you know what? Let me just say out there, Charcoal versus Independent. There's a friendly
There
already
is, yeah.
been penciled in.
When?
Yes.
There's always so like, you know, so I can guarantee this conversation is going to be on the sideline for the whole 90 minutes. So again,
I'm coming to watch that. Definitely.
Please
Same
do.
here.
Please do. Please
There's no
do.
such thing as a
Come
friendly.
down and
do.
film it. You gotta
It's gonna
film
be a
it.
Well, look,
friendly.
it'll be the biggest crowd they ever played in front of. So
Please do. Please do.
oh, great stuff. Dan, who like do you think the best team in London?
For me, obviously, One Bell are the best. Like your man said, I mean, 14 trophies, 14 available trophies, won 13 of them. I mean, record's a joke, to be honest with you. Won the Kent Cup 5 years in a row, won the league 5 years in a row, won 4 other trophies, lost 1 to Defiance. I wasn't playing in that game. I wasn't there then. I heard West Fulham were good. I got told. I don't know the other teams at the top. I don't know them boys. So I can only go on that. Charcoal are a very, very good side. They'll go to win the league. You need to be above them this year, I think. If I'm honest, you finish above Charcoal, you win the league. But
in what division's that though?
Yeah, that's the leg up division. The leg up. I played five games and I got leg up.
Did you ever win the
my
Beckham
God.
Hospice Cup?
Because I'm stroking John. I'm stroking.
I didn't even know what it was.
I'm stroking John's third leg.
Honestly,
I'm
not
stroking
even,
John's third leg. Please, man. Please. You play 5 games and you're putting on your social media that you got promoted. Come on, man. You got a leg up.
Anyway.
You got a leg up, man. But
when is the friendly? When is
Let's
the
be honest
friendly?
though, you don't get to the London Cup final and the Senior Cup final.
Promoted my ass. Promoted you.
Okay,
you work for that, man. You don't get a leg up. You work for that. 5 games.
What? 2 cup finals?
Guys,
5
Charcoal
games. You lost
Charcoal
them.
versus Independent. The friendly happening.
Hey,
That's the typical English.
Let's
That's the
move
typical
on.
English
Let's-
way. Oh, we got to 2 finals.
oh no, you did go in the London Cup. You got knocked out, didn't you?
Lost it. Oh, we went to we got to 2 finals. Did you win it? No, got to them. You
But
lost,
did you
mate.
even get there? No.
You lost. You lost.
But did you get there?
Did you lose?
But did you even get there or get
We
knocked
got
out?
the same result.
talking
Me and
about the
you.
Milk Cup,
You
bro.
lost.
All right, I'm actually, guys. I've muted you guys now. Okay, yeah. So carry on talking. No one can hear you. No one can hear both of you. Thank you very much. Let's gonna go to Dwayne. So, right. Let's take One Bell out of it. Because again, everyone's looking to say One Bell. I mean, who else do you think could like potentially be a team for like this season that really could actually stand out and actually win a lot of competitions?
I find it hard to talk about teams like One Bell, Charcoal, and things like that because I haven't really seen much of them. I was at the final that the One Bell won.
Which one?
The one that you won at the what's it called? What's that ground in
Maidstone.
Near Elton.
Oh,
Flamingo Park.
Charcoal. Oh yeah, crazy.
Flamingo Park. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had our final just before your finals, so we won our.
Oh, where there? You played
Oh,
for
yeah.
You played the Swanscombe Tigers.
Oh, he did. Yeah,
Yeah,
you played before us.
Oh, where there, Swanscombe Tigers. I played against your team about a
in a
few
friendly.
months ago. Yeah, we
friendly.
beat you, innit?
Who are you playing for though?
Aztec.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember that game very well, but I do remember you. Yeah,
You don't remember the loss, innit? We beat you 5-4. It's our first game ever as a vet team. We beat you.
I don't remember you going past the halfway line though.
I don't need to. I keep the ball.
I think you just put it in your box or something, weren't you?
Yeah, just keeping the ball, man. It's vet
Yeah, that wasn't a bad game. I mean, I ain't played. I don't think I played for a few months before that game. So.
Here we go. Here we go.
It was a good game, but yeah, I was gonna say. So, like for me, we played a friendly in our first season. No, it wasn't a friendly. It was a cup game actually against London South United, and I thought they were quite strong.
Which one? The A team?
The A team, yeah.
Yeah, very good team.
We lost about 8-1, but we did miss about 3 players that normally start, which was a shame. But also, my manager put me out of position for that game. So it was a bit hard to take because I felt like I could have done something to them, you know what I mean, up front. But yeah, it was one of them ones where you just got to fill in and play other positions for the gaffer. So, but yeah, I would have said London South, and what I can see, Charcoal definitely. I've got a few friends in that team as well. Danny Ward, I used to play for with at Athenlake when I was a kid. A few other players that I see there as well. But I don't know any of the other teams. Like I've heard of Seven Oaks. I don't know if you've heard of Seven Oaks. I don't know what league they're in. Mm-hmm. We played them in a cup. We beat about 3-1 or something like that. So my knowledge of your league, your Super League, is a bit limited. So I can speak about the Division 6, Division 5, Division 4 teams. Every team we've come up against, we've pretty much done well against. So I don't think we've really had a proper test, if I can speak for the Swanscombe Tigers team. We haven't really had a proper test, but with a full squad out, I think we'll match anyone, really.
What division are you in this season?
Division 5 now. But we're working our way up. So personally, I would like to play in the leagues you lot are playing in. But
just work your way up. Just work your way up, man. Work your way up and get promoted.
We're going to do that. Yeah.
Get a leg up.
Well, you don't want to play in shit leagues if you're a good player, though, do you? Let's be honest.
Oh, Jesus. Don't disrespect people.
Let's be honest. You don't know, do you? Because it's not fair on the other team and it's not fair on your players.
You see,
if you want to go beat teams 5-0, like your man there from Herne Bay was saying, is it a bit demoralising when you're turning up and the other team knows
we need everybody. I'm from a different ilk.
Earn your way.
Earn your way.
I think earning your way up is nice, but also I think selfishly as a player, in your mind you're like, well, how many years am I going to be able to play for? Like if you've had injuries, like I've had a serious knee injury like 2 years ago, I've got back to playing, but you kind of wonder, well, do I want to try and push up a bit more, play against better teams, see how far I can push myself, or do I want to stay lower down the leagues where you never know. You never know.
Do you think you'd compete in the top league?
I wouldn't say we compete right now. But I know we've played against some teams like in friendlies and that who have been Division 3 and we've beaten them. So
but the step between Division 2 and 1 is huge.
Yeah, I know you lot are like, that's what I said. You lot are like Super League. You lot are Champions League. But again, like we need to have that test to kind of know where we stand.
Surely you organise some friendlies with the guys here now, the guy with Division 2. Charcoal.
I'm going to try and talk to the manager and get him to arrange something.
Yeah, you should.
Listen, we'll play you in a friendly straight away.
Yeah, the only way you're going to test yourselves and see what level you're really at is by playing them teams.
Yeah. And literally, Holly Craig just kind of come in and said, "Let's kind of get a summer league running between all
the best of the best."
So you know what? Hey, like you're better here first. I'm literally going to try and organize something. I'm going to try and get a pitch. Yes, Charcoal, I'm going to need your help on social media. Yes, Paul, I'm going to need you as the spokesman. But hey, you know what? With you two together, honestly, it's a dream team. It's a dream team.
You should do it, best of the best.
So,
well, listen, What they should have done as well, they could have done like a sort of a charity shield with the One Belt and West Fulham. That's what I would have liked to see.
Yeah.
That would be a fantastic game of football. Because they're a very good footballing side, and One Belt are a seriously good footballing side just because of their experience, like how they control the game with a ball. And this is where we lost. It was our first year, and with Vets football, I mean, some of you, the people that have been in a while, know you've got to start to learn to play with your head a little bit more than your heart, sort of thing, because it's all well chasing long diagonal 40-yard balls and whatnot, but your body can't cope with it throughout the year, and you've got to start controlling the game with the ball. And you can only really learn that over time. I've had a player who was at Farnborough, I mean, he knows him, Chrissy Piper. He come to me the other day. Now, when I'm telling him how to play football, the man sort of says, he's looking at me and I'm saying, like, mate, come on, I've played at a serious level. But then he come to me the other day and said, you know what, you're right. I've got to start slowing down because I can't do this box to box and I'm getting injuries and I've got to start controlling the game a bit better. So that game there, if it was One Bell West Fulham game, that would be one game of football to watch.
Well, literally, we've just had London FA Cup competitions come in and said very, very happy to run a tournament, mini league, Champions Cup of some sort. So I will like be in contact and let's get.
Yeah, but Tabrice, isn't that for teams that win stuff though? Have won stuff.
It is. No, Tabrice.
Okay, we're holding on. Wait, no.
League one for the teams that win.
I'm just asking. Is that for teams that have won stuff?
So Dean Thomas, like
No, I'm just asking.
Obviously, the two teams that won the London Cup and the Senior
I'm just asking.
You might be able to play
I've got my
the
cup.
winners
I've got
of
the cup upstairs.
Division 5 Cup.
I know. You've got an empty cupboard.
Could you play a team that won
It's time
Division 5?
to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
Dean Thomas.
Just asking, man.
Dean Thomas, like you have to back your team, right? You know, regarding being like the best team around. Come on, like name some of the players, and again, like what are your aspirations for this season?
Listen, as I've said, we're a new side, but I'd back my side against any team because when you go onto the pitch, it's 11v11. It's whoever's the best 11 on that day. So that's all that matters. But we're a new side. Yes, we've got some names playing for us, but then we've got players that aren't names who are just as important to us. For us, you look around, I've played for London South. I know what they're about. I know that they're a good side. I know One Bell are a good side. I know some of the players that play for the Charcoal as well. Obviously, I know a lot of players that play for Independent. And, you know, I think it's competitive. It would be hard to put my finger on who is the best side. But as everyone said, if you look at who wins trophies year after year, yeah, it's One Bell. So, you know, you've got good sides coming through, like ourselves, like the Charcoal. And as much as they do make a lot of noise on social media, they also make a lot of noise on the right things around mental health and stuff like that. And that's one thing that this season that I've found about our team is that we've had players that have struggled through COVID, not been able to see their kids, you know, and as a group, we've all picked each other up when we've been down. And that's important. It's not just about the football side of things, it's about the social element and the mental health. You know, if you see your mate down, you pick them up.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not as much as you do get stick with being loud and everything on social media. I salute you for the mental health side of things. So fair play. But no, I think over the next 5 years, it could be interesting. I think the next 5 years could answer who's going to be the best team in Vets football.
Yeah. Dean Thomas for Prime Minister. Well said. Well said. And you know what? Listen, I just want to say, and again, hey, like I'm just putting that out there. I mean, like, I know Paul won't say nothing, but sure, Independent beat West Cotley Rams. Was it last season in a friendly?
Yes, I mean they weren't match fit, but you could tell that they've got players. I mean, we know Dean, but you can tell they've got players. But the thing about us, we're very, very fit. They're a very young vet side with a lot of legs, a lot of runners. So if you're not fit, if you haven't got runners, we're going to ask a lot of questions of your team. But we know that Dino's team, once he got fit and he got some players in, we know that they're a good side. As I said at the very beginning, good players know good players. You know what I mean? So you're always going to bring you're always going to bring people in. So that's not a problem. And we'll play Dino again. As we know a lot of his players. He knows a lot of our players. We're family. You know what I mean? A lot of our guys work with him, so we're family. So there's no smoke there. Even though it's all banter tonight, there's no smoke there. But you know what I mean? Good players know good players. But my MO is we need everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not about you playing 5th division, so I'm not about that. I'm about everybody is doing the best they can. My man up there is looking to move up in promotion. Do your thing, sir. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Do it the right way, as you said. You know what I mean? You're as good as you want to be, as the Mr. Amman Bell said. You're as good as you want to be. Test yourselves. You never know. You know what I mean? You could come up short. You could just tweak a few things. You see, we need to tweak that position. Need to tweak that position. You never know, my friend. Just try it. You never know, because this league, this league is a friend league. You know what I mean? As I keep on saying, you get friendly with the man, you could be playing 1st division. You know what I mean? In September, you just don't know what happens in this league. So do your thing. I salute everybody that plays football. 7th, 12th, people that get beaten 9-0. I salute everybody. You know what I mean? We're all out doing the same thing on Monday morning. Nobody knows you. You can wear your t-shirt with your club name on it, but I ain't letting you go on the bus for me. You know what I mean? You're just another bod on the bus stop. So do your thing.
I see James smiling. James, don't stand. Owen Williams, you've been waiting.
Oh, you got a t-shirt on. Sorry, I didn't see it, James. Sorry, I didn't see your t-shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, at Charcoal we get t-shirts.
Wicked. That must mean a lot when you lose in finals. That must mean a lot.
Listen, just turn up for the friendly. That's all you got to do.
Put that t-shirt up.
Just turn up for the friendly.
Put that t-shirt up as if it's a cup.
Guys, you know what? Let me just repeat. There's an independent versus the Charcoal friendly.
Quality.
Oh, I don't know if it's going to be a friendly, but hey, there's a friendly.
It's a friendly. Don't be silly. Of course it's a friendly.
Okay.
Silly.
Right.
If you can't... I mean, he's throwing shade. I'm throwing shade. I'm throwing bigger. It's friendly.
It's all
Owen Williams. Again, it's probably a little bit unfair. Because I know that you like as a base in Essex, but again, I mean,
Ken,
the area, with the legends that I've seen on the panel. I mean, what's your kind of take on regarding like the best teams around?
Yeah, well, like I said from the beginning, our barometer has been one bell since we started competing. Knowing that they win the Cup, we know a couple of their. I used to play. Is it Marcus Perona still play for him? Yeah. So with and against Marcus many times when I was growing up. We obviously hear Jimmy Bullard turns out every now and then. I don't know if does he still turn out?
No. You can't get in.
Nice, yeah. But yeah, so they're the barometer for us. But it's great to hear everybody else chatting. What is there only one? Is it the Southern Veterans, and then there's the 7 divisions? Yeah, is that cover all London vets? That's it. Right.
I don't know. West London. What's the West London lot? They're not in our leagues, are they?
No.
They're not in our.
He's
just made 7 divisions this season. There wasn't 7 last season.
All right. So, Dean from West Fulham, what league are you guys in?
You know what? I'm gonna sound terrible here, and I was trying to look it up before, and I don't know the exact name of our league, and that's terrible to say. I was trying to look it up frantically. Jumped on. It's the same league as Jamrock, and that I was trying to look it up. So yeah, sorry, I don't know. I know it's been changed next season, but yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, because Jamrock they have the home games in Chiswick, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you made James go. You've made James go. Look. You made him
Are you
go,
in the West London League? West London.
It's the West.
Hey.
London.
West London.
Yeah, we're West London.
Yeah,
West
there's a Saturday and Sunday league.
Yes, right.
We play in the Saturday league, which is the West London Veterans League. But I'm guessing if you played a better
They
jam,
play the Sunday.
you play on the Sunday. Is that right?
Yes. That's the one we play Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
quite
you
a
play
new
Sundays.
league as well, but it's got some good sides in there.
Yeah.
So
we
you
play
got
Jamboree.
Sundays, you got the Southern County, and then the West London to cover all the London teams. Yeah. So,
But I mean,
Wow.
but like, because like we are under the Kent FA. I think Charcoal, Independent, Dan as well. I mean, that's probably like the biggest league around from Division 1 all the way down to Division 7, correct?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a massive
Yeah,
league.
could
Yeah.
be. Mm.
It's a big league. It is a big league.
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
There's about
Mine's
70
only two
78
divisions.
teams. I think there's like 70 something teams.
Yeah.
And more that want to join.
And more that want to join, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
year
Good. Yeah.
it's getting bigger and bigger, yeah.
And
That's good.
you know, and again, literally, I want to echo what Dean Thomas has said, and even what James has said. I think sometimes when you kind of get to that age of 34, 35, like sometimes you can feel lost as a man, and again, playing like football is like one thing, and again, we can have responsibilities with families, with businesses, and like football, or literally, sport kind of goes on the wayside. And then you kind of forget that part of your life, but it's so important for people our age to be kind of getting out, because sometimes talking to your teammates is probably the only times where you actually speak to other men. So it's so important to actually have that connection.
It is. That's
That is
why.
true.
That's why One Belt. That's why Charcoal get a lot of respect from people, because of the way that they've put the Vets game in the spotlight now. Massively put it in there. I don't know if anyone. There can't be many teams follow more people than you, is there? How many followers you got, James?
I think Instagram's about 1,500, but at our games we get about 200-300 a game. At the final
every week.
There was 700 people at the final for a Vets Cup final. Now,
Wow.
we're all having banter here, myself and your independent man there, yeah? But I can understand that when you've been in football, around Vets football like he has for a long time, and we've just come into it, like I said, there's no wrong or right way to do it, yeah? But I felt that coming into it with the way social media is quite powerful at the moment, then we could not only play football, but we could also raise awareness for mental health, for charity work, like we do a lot of charity work. So there's no wrong or right way. Obviously, he doesn't agree with the fact that we've got this platform or whatever that people know about us, or whatever.
You're wrong.
I just felt that there's more to Vets football than just playing a game of football. You can bring a lot more to it using your profile, and listen, and I think we're doing that. So.
No, you've got it wrong. It's nothing that your platform.
I didn't say you got it. I said I don't know what way you see it. I said that's the way I see it.
The platform is there for everybody to use if you want to use it or if you don't want to use it. So there's no shade from me with that. What I'm saying is that we need everybody in. What I mean? We need everybody. You've got the teams that are just out for a jolly, that just want to get away from the missus and don't want to go IKEA on a Saturday, and they play football and they might get a slap every now and again. You know what I mean? You need them, because if they drop out and other teams continue to drop out, you're playing 5 teams. You know what I mean? So you need everybody. That's the way I am. Of course, you're going to back your own team. Of course you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're going to push up your chest. Of course you are.
No, what we're saying is that Danny said that by us coming into Vets football, we raised the awareness of Vets massively. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and blow our own trumpet that we did do that. But if I'm totally honest with you, before we entered this league, I sort of watched Vets football for a year or so. I was going round to the games, and it was literally one man and a dog. Yes, there was some real quality there, especially One Bell games, VCD, London South United. But I just felt that to get a bigger awareness and get Vets football flying again, and it showed, because at the end of last year, Elton Palace was strong again, Stansfield was strong, everyone was getting their act together, whereas before I was hearing that sometimes people would have 8-9 men at a game and things like that, and I thought, what is the point in being a part of something like that? So listen, we've raised the awareness. I believe we've lifted Vets football. This season is going to be one seriously strong year in the top division for our side of football. Anyway, the Southern Vets. It's probably the strongest it's ever been, Dan, yeah?
Yeah. I believe it. I like I say, I think finishing above you lot, you win the league if you finish above you. But it'll be a good league. It'll be a good league. Definitely.
Yeah. It's exciting.
And you know, and again, you know, let's be honest. Like we can need characters and teams like yourself, James, because again, like you, I'm not saying that you're controversial. Like, wow, no. But I mean, hey, like but again, you know, people are literally talking about the two finals that you lost, and again, we have Dean, who literally represents the best team in London, and hey, like again, without being disrespectful, hey, like you know, we've not really spoken about it. So again, it's kind of one of those things where you know, yes, like I think you could have definitely turned 100%, and you know, I think teams will now be a lot stronger. I think now they'll be a lot more active on different social media platforms now, and you know what? It's only good for like the game.
Look, Tabriz, see, even us losing games, yeah. Although it ain't nice, so we lost to West Fulham, and obviously Dean sat there and he's been relatively quiet, yeah.
He's been very quiet. Too quiet.
Listen, they're a very,
he's still looking for his league.
Very good.
We've told him.
Yeah,
We've told him his league. We've told him his league.
They are a seriously good footballing team, yeah. So, what would be the point? Like I said to you, this is just the way I see it. I didn't want to be involved and be a part of playing teams that we was going to sort of beat easily, or they was going to be disheartened playing us and not turning up and things like. I want to play West Fulham in a friendly. I want to play all the best teams, London, South United, because you want to compete. And listen, it's discouraging turning up. And I can tell you now, our team would tonk teams in Division 4s, 5s. It's just obvious because that's the level, yeah? So all this, like, their team's an unbelievable football inside. You want to be competing with the best. We've raised the profile of Vets football with the mental health side of things and everything else. But you also want everyone else to raise their game, their profile. You want them to be up there as well.
Yeah, 100%. And London FA competition West, Fulham play in the London Vets Ballers over 35 league. There you go, Dean.
At least I know it now.
To breathe, what James was just saying then about raising the profile and all that, that's why we're now called Herne Bay, because if anybody don't know, Herne Bay have got a first team. They play in the Isthmian Div 1 South, maybe the Prem, I don't know. But semi-pro club. And they were they want to create like a structure across all age groups, male and female as well. And the missing part of their thing was a vets team. So they actually employed some guy to try and build a vets team. And he was trying to tap up most of our players because we had the best vets team locally. And then when we heard that, we just went to Herne Bay and said, well, look, if you're looking for a vets team, we are the best, bosh. And so they wanted that because of the profile, the growing profile of vets. They want the mental health piece. You know, it's a big thing in the community. And it is, yeah, it's just massively grown. So I think we're quite rare to be actually affiliated to a proper club who compete at semi-pro level.
Yeah. And actually, you know, a little bit, well, it's not really off like topic, but what do you guys feel about people calling over 35 football vets? I mean, personally, I have an issue with it, but I'd love to get your opinions. And again, this is an open floor.
Well, they've made a super vets this season for our league, ain't they, Dan?
Yeah, they have the bottom one. Yeah.
What they've done is they've said that if you're competing at over 35s, but you feel like you're not good enough to be there, then you can just join the super vets, which is over 45s.
Yeah.
No, but like, you know, it's the word vets though. I mean, actually, you know, Dwayne, like, what's your opinion about like the word vets? I mean, have you got an issue with it?
No, I haven't.
Not really.
No.
I wouldn't say I have against.
What else could you call it?
Legends, Masters.
Masters will be a good one, actually. Masters will be a good one. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Get the London FA on that. They're on it, so they can.
Yeah.
To Masters, be a good one.
Because literally, how I see it, like everyone on this panel, again, we've all banter aside, like you guys have got a wealth of knowledge, like like a lot of teams could learn a lot from you guys. And hey, like you guys are masters of your craft. You guys are legends of your craft. Like, vets. I don't know. Like I kind of look at, when I kind of hear veterans, I'm kind of looking at like the walking wounded in an army or something. Like it's, I don't know. This is what I feel like.
Some people are like that after games.
we're all like that after games. We're all like that, yeah. But
mate, paying on 4G every week, you'd be like that.
Yeah, mate, it's a vicious cycle. I can't walk properly till Tuesday. Just getting ready in time for the next weekend and just go round and round and round.
Well, I think the London FA have said Masters is preferred in my option, but wasn't permitted to use it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hey, like it is what it is. The next quick topic, and again, I know that we've kind of talked about age. I mean, please, this is an open. Actually, I'm going to start with Dean from West Fulham. Again, should the age be higher? Should be higher? It should be higher or lowered? And again, what's your reasons for your answer?
I think it's pretty much spot on, to be fair. As we were going into Vets football, as I said, we've only been a Vets team for 2 seasons. Quite a few of us were almost chomping at the bit to play Vets football. A few of our lads were a bit older, but it kind of made sense. It worked out well for us in the end because we all sort of turned that age almost together, because it's like most of the core of the team is a bunch of lads that have grown up together, and that's why we sort of been a club of 15 years. But yeah, I think the age is pretty spot on. And I think if you think about sort of a career curve as well, 35 I think is pretty bang on. If you're thinking about when players get a little bit older, sort of different, I guess a different type of football, as it were. I think going any higher as a standard vets, but what James said earlier on about the super vets is actually sounds like quite a good idea. But yeah, I think vets 35, I think that's about the perfect age. I think if you were to, for instance, you couldn't decrease it to 30, I think that'd be too young. If you were to up it to 40, I think that's a little too old to start as a starting age. So yeah, I think 35 bang on.
Not James, sorry, Dan.
I agree, mate. I agree. I think 35 is perfect. I've got a lot of mates who are 32, 33, and they're like, we want to come and play vets already.
Yeah.
They actually come to watch the games. They was at the charcoal final. They're at other games for us, and they're like, this is so good. Everyone plays football. No one's out here trying to like put you into row Z. Everyone wants to play. After the game, there's no fighting. I'm going to beat you up and all that. Everyone's like in the bar. Like, after we played the charcoal, I was down there with them.
Yeah.
Having a drink with the boys. I was with James down. We're having a drink. You don't get that when you play.
You don't know.
Do you know what I mean? You don't get that.
That's what it's about. Obviously, football's football, and ultimately you want to win games. But it's about bringing everyone together, because at our age as men, I think men struggle a lot with the day-to-day life. Well, I am. I'm a proud man, so I'm not the kind of man who's going to go and sit and talk to a counsellor, although there's nothing wrong with that. So some of my closest mates are my football teammates. They're the people that stand beside me during games that you go into the trenches with, the wars with, as you say. Yeah. And these are the people you can have a beer with and open up. And if it takes your mind off your problems for 3-4 hours on a Saturday, and it brings your family there and your kids are watching, everyone's enjoying it, then it's got to be saying it's positive, isn't it?
Definitely. That's why I think 35 is a good age. It's perfect. It's like you said, Dean. It's that curve of, you might not be good enough for semi-pro now, but you can. The level of vets has gone so good, that you're not really lowering yourself. You're actually going to play a very good level of vets football now, and you're playing against players that you've played against all your career. You still know them, and you're still playing very good football. And you know it's a competitive game when you get all the better teams together. You're going to have a good game. Yeah. And afterwards, you'll be like, "Oh, I ain't seen you for years. I ain't seen you for years." And I think it's perfect. 30, too young. They're too quick. Yeah. You need the legs to have gone a little bit, so then they can come down.
You don't do no running anyway. What are you talking about?
Exactly. That's why I don't want it lowered.
Paul, what can I look at your opinion?
No, I agree. I think the age is perfect. I think the age is perfect. You've got players that have got a bit of legs, but aren't gonna go. You know, ain't gonna. Well, we've got players like that are gonna leave for dusk, but they're very young. It's a very young vet side. But you ain't gonna come across very often teams that you're playing open age that are just gonna leave you for dusk. And what's the point? I'm not having no fun here. You know what I mean? Sort of usually when you're playing against a team, a vets team, it's usually sort of matched, you know, in most departments. So it's a good 90 minutes of football, you know. So yeah, I think the age group is perfect. I don't think it needs to be lowered or high. I think it's perfect as it is. It works. Why change it? It works. Why change it?
Dean Thomas.
Yeah, I think 35 is the perfect age. The league that we play in is over 40s, and you can have two players 38 to 40. Probably lost us a few players, and we looked at joining the league that West Fulham are in, but the problem is they play on a Sunday, and we would lose a lot of players because a few of the boys still like to go out on a Saturday night. So we're running into that danger of either they're going to be in a bad condition on Sunday or they just won't turn up. So we stuck with the Saturdays, but I would say 35 is the perfect age because, you know, you get a lot of players that don't want the demands of non-league football at that age, but they still want to play at a good competitive level. So I think that's where you've got, you know, the league that Charcoal and One Bell play in. I think that's why it's so strong, because there are a lot of non-league players and grassroots players who have played at a good level that step across as soon as they get to that age.
Yeah, and Spencer's kind of come in and said, I find Vets players generally are a lot more cleverer players than the ones that truly love and think football, which is true. You know, again, you know, yes, we could maybe not be as mobile as we used to be, but you know, like the brain is still ticking. And you know, again, if you can play in, you know, like the right way and the right players, again, like it can be a joy to watch. Absolutely.
We ended up last year pre-season playing a lot of normal teams, not vets teams, like younger boys, because unless you're playing the top ones like in our league, unless we're playing like the Charcoals, the London Souths, them games are like 10-0 we're beating teams. We're not learning nothing. So we wanted to play test, so we started playing some younger boys, and they were like, do you know what? You ain't got the legs no more, but you keep the ball so well that you work.
They can learn off you as well.
Yeah, they can learn that it ain't always about sprint. No. It's about keep the ball, move the ball, you know, work the ball up the pitch. All right, work it back out, keep the ball. And when you're young, you don't think that. You can run for days. But when you get older, your legs go a bit. You need to work the ball around the pitch and keep the ball. And like you said earlier, James, you got to learn how to play vets.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's a different game.
And it's mental. It's mentally challenging.
It's
because
so different.
You don't want to adapt. Your mind don't want to adapt to how it should be. But
it probably will take a year. It probably does take a year to get in it.
You've got to play the way vets football is.
Yeah, and it's a different game. Because that when you leave that semi-pro level, you go to vets, you think this will be a piece of piss. And then you see teams and you're like, he's useless. And then all of a sudden, you don't get near him all game because he's popping it and he's gone. And you're like, hold on. Yeah, I was playing like picking up money last year. Now I can't get near this old geezer. You know what I mean? It's mad. You need to adapt quick. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be like, oh my God, this is no good. So I think personally, the year that you have had will help you next year.
Yeah, I do. I think
it will help because now you're, like you said, Piper, who's come from good levels, has gone, I need to change. I need to use here more than my legs.
That's right.
100%. Think up here, you know. And all vets players, like we play at the good levels, really, they all use their brain and they're already, like a snooker player, they're already 2 or 3 steps ahead before they get the ball. The ball could have been gone. And you know what I mean? The level's so good now. I'm looking forward to some of the games coming to watch. Especially your friendly. I'm looking forward to that.
So am I.
When is it? Where's the date? Give us the date.
I'm supposed to arrange it.
Hold on. Owen, what can I look to get your opinion?
On the age, yeah,
Yes.
I agree with what everyone said. Yes, it's a bit of continuity then, isn't there? You know, instead of sitting out waiting for if it was 40, you could be waiting 5 years to be playing football again. Because you're going to get embarrassed maybe 35 onwards. I think it's good as well in our league now. They know that it is minimum 35. Previously, you used to be able to have 2 underage by a couple of years for cups or something. They've sacked that off. It's just 35. Totally agree. 35, absolutely fine. It's great.
Oh, well, great stuff. And again, thank you for everyone's comments. I think Dean from West Fulham, someone's Bobby Juice. To Dean, why is your favourite word?
This dickhead. That's my manager. Oh, dear. That's my manager, right? So for those that don't know, I'm a keeper, and he's always saying I'm shouting away. It's been a stupid joke going on forever and a day. You put the question, what a dickhead.
Absolutely brilliant. But, honestly, guys, you know what? I mean, again, before we kind of end the show, I just want to literally kind of go through all of you and literally kind of tell me what your inspirations, as a player and also for your team. And let's start with Owen.
What was the question, sorry?
What are your aspirations for yourself and also for your team?
I want to keep playing until either my legs fall off or I start to just embarrass myself, without being big-headed. I can play, I'm a good player, and so long as I can hold my own, fine, I'll keep playing. We want to win the Kent Cup. That's our biggest one. That's the best thing we can win where we are. Our league will be competitive, but we'll probably win it. The cups will probably win the local ones. Want to do that, but we also want to get back and go on tours abroad. We used to go away at least twice a year, go and play in a tournament in Belgium, go and play in a tournament in Holland, vets tournaments and that's a good crack. That is, it's good, and that's good for the social aspect. So I hope to get those back as well.
And actually,
maybe play some of you's lot to see how good we are. Huh?
And also shout out your team as well. So contact DLs if anyone's looking to actually join.
Well, like I said, we're part of Herne Bay now. So if you just go to Herne Bay's website, we're on there. There'll be a section there. I'm not the manager. I'm just a player, but that's how you can find out if you want to join.
Cool. Dwayne.
Well, just keep winning every game we play. To be honest, I don't want to set no high expectations that the players will feel uncomfortable with. Obviously, I'm not the manager, but I want to win everything. I've got a winning mentality. So for me, I go into every game believing I can beat that team. As a player, I want to win. I want to score goals. I want to create chances for my teammates. I just want to win everything, really. But my team, I know they obviously being a bit patient. They want to work their way up and everything, and I'm sure we'll do the best we can, try and get up there where you guys are. Most of you guys are up in the top division, second division. So we're down in the other region of the league and that. So we're just doing what we can, winning games as we go along, and that's all we can do, really. So if you want to get in touch, go on the Instagram, Swanscombe Tigers Vets, or on the Facebook, Swanscombe Tigers. You'll find lots of information there as well. So we're in the area of Blue Water, around Blue Water area, right near Green Hive, Swanscombe. So if that's local to anyone and they're interested, we train once a week. It's more like a kick around, but if you want to get involved, just contact Swanscombe Tigers Vets on Instagram.
Love that. Ian Thomas.
We want to win the division that we've been put into. We've been put into Division 1. We want to get into the Prem. So we want to win Division 1. We want to win the League Cup, because then that means that we're competing against the teams in the Prem. And I wanted to enter the London Cup, so we can come against some of the guys in your leagues and play the best of the best. So for us, we're growing. We've got a good following on Instagram, which we try and use in a positive way.
Yeah, good.
So that's what we want to do. We just want to keep making a positive impact, not only the club, but the players within that play for us. As I touched upon earlier, some of them are interested in helping the disadvantaged, the youngsters with problems and everything else. So that's something that's important to us. So that's something that we'll keep pushing to do.
And contact details?
On Instagram, West London Rams.
I love that. And Dean from West Fulham.
So, focuses are to win our league. Tough league. Didn't do that last year. Really want to do that this year. Winning the London Vets Cup. Very, very difficult, very, very hard. It's going to be even tougher to try and retain that. Under absolutely no illusions there. But that's obviously a key focus as well. So those are the main sort of focuses for us and aspirations. Try and get a few more good quality players on board to kick us on. To re-energize the squad and team. So you can reach out to us, West Fulham, on Instagram and Facebook. Train once a week. If you're interested, good player, come down.
Cool. Love that. And let me just say, West Fulham Vets, the current best team vets in London. Let me just say that for you, Dean, because I know that you're being modest. I will say it for you, the best team in London.
Well done. Well done.
I'll say it for you. Paul.
Well, independent vets, run by Barry Gordon, very well known in grassroots football, has brought on a lot of players who have turned professional. It's got a very good club that we joined into and became vets team. What we want to do, obviously, we want to win games, want to win leagues, want to win cups, but also we're going to be, we have and we're going to be helping the youth in our club, the young kids. Everybody can see what's happening out there on the streets, so we want to give them another route to show them that there is another way. There are players that have played for this independent club that have gone and played for Crystal Palace, George Nadar, and people like that. So he's pushed on a lot of players. A lot of young kids now who have played for independent that are now been taken up by professional teams. So we want to push that in the community. Also, we want to bring in new players. Push on. We've got a big squad, but competition is always good. We train twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays in Norbury in Southeast London. So if anybody fancies it, it's hard work, but it's a great social aspect to it. There's a great club, a lot of banter. If you're up for it, we're independent vets. We're on social media, on Facebook. If you know Barry, you can get in touch through him. And just wishing everybody 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, all teams, just enjoy your football. Sometimes it's not just about winning, it's about getting together with your mates and having a good game, win, draw or lose, and going on to your missus and your kids safely. So that's just me, really. That's independence plate. That's what we're doing this season.
And again, I just want to say, independent 3-time Beckham Cup champions.
Oh, we shouldn't mention that because it's not a real cup, is it?
It is. For the lower teams.
Disrespectful to the teams that play. Well, it's not lower teams, but we beat BCB in the semi-final. I think they're in your division next season, aren't they?
Final.
I think they're in your division. Do you want to repeat that?
Sorry?
They're in your division. We beat
Sorry?
them semi-final. We beat them in the
Sorry?
semi-final. And the season before that, we beat them in the final.
Did you beat us?
They're first division teams.
Did you
They're
beat
first
us?
division teams. Yeah.
Did you beat
Okay,
us?
you can go now. You can go now.
Done. Done.
You can go now.
Aspirations for yourself. And,
That's going to be some friendly.
You can go. It's only Saturday football, my friend. It's only Saturday football. It doesn't pay our bills. It's only Saturday football.
Dan.
Well, obviously the one bell's obviously done now, done, dusted, won it all, but moved over to Glebe Vets. So the team will still be going, and yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting season. See whether they can put some silverware on their shelves.
They don't need it. They don't need it. They've been to 2 finals. They don't need it, do they?
Sorry,
Is he still going on this clown?
They don't need it. They don't need it. They've been to 2 finals.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Just obviously go again. Just keep churning it out. Keep churning out them games. Like you said there, Paul, Black Clock. Like you said, play the game, go home to your families, and if you can walk on Monday, you walk to work or you do whatever you do. You go again.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'd be a good, entertaining season, man. Let's just hopefully the season doesn't get locked down and restricted and all that again. Let's have a full season and let's get back to playing and enjoying it and winning.
And getting promoted. Yeah.
We're already up there. We're all right.
No, I know you.
Sorry.
And James.
Oh my days.
What? You two on the sideline are going to be banter, mate.
Honestly,
hey, that's all I do. That's all I do.
That's
all I
This
do.
is going to be brilliant.
That's all I do.
Is it me now, Tarisha?
Yeah.
Look. Oh, sorry. I thought the other man was still talking. Yeah.
No, you can go now. You can go.
Well, whilst I've been on here, what I've done is I've reapplied for the Beckenham Office Cup. Just so we can actually win that, so that he don't win it again. But anyway,
talk is cheap, as you found out last season.
Our season is basically going to be the same as everyone else's. Yeah, we're going to set our stall out. We want to win the top division. We want to win both the cups we enter, or whatever cups they may be. But also, what I've tried to do is I've tried to build sort of relationships and networks with all the other teams. Like I said, West Fulham are coming down. I'm friends with Dan and a few of the One Bell. London South United, they came to our final. And I think it's about supporting each other. Everyone's got to be like on the same page. We're having banter now, yeah. Banter's banter. That's part of football. If you take that out of football, you haven't got football. So at the end of this show, Tabrice, I'd like to get your man there from Swanscombe and Herne Bay. And if we can sort of bring everyone together, and the more people that are on the same page, it can only be beneficial, yeah? So, with banter aside, our goal is to do the same thing. What I want to say as well, on the 29th of August, we've got a charity game. So it's the Charcoal Plus Celebrities v Sands United, yeah? And Sands United, for those of you who don't know, is a charity that we support well. It's for bereaved fathers that have lost their children either before, during, or after birth. They play against our Arsenal TV and they have the names of their children on their shirts. And I had a lot of messages off their wives when we played the One Bell. We raised money for them, and they were saying that we're incredible people. And I said, no, you's lot of the incredible people. To be playing football after what you've been through, I don't know if I would be able to, So we've got a charity game at our place on the 29th of August, and it's the Charcoal Plus Celebrities. We've got Lee Trundle playing for us, Michael Dubry, Tamer Hassan, and all the money's going to go to them because they're incredible people. And I want to invite all the other Vets teams down for that day. Come and see me, and we'll put some beers on the table for you. And yeah, that's the way I feel about Vets football.
Yeah, look, and James, please kind of DM me all of the information, and then I'll actually put it on the amateur football platform as well.
I will do. Sweet, please. Thank you.
Honestly, guys, it's been absolutely amazing. Dwayne, Dean Thomas, Steve from West Fulham Vets, Black Clock, Dan, James, and Owen. Honestly, like, you guys are legends, guys. And again, thank you for spending this hour and a half on this show. banter.
I'll see you in the friendly, big man.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Honestly, you know, and again, we've had kind of comments kind of coming in. Well done to everyone on the panel. Honestly, like like we need you guys to be repping Vets football, to be kind of literally bringing like awareness to people over 35. And you know, again, this is an opportunity for us to literally get out there and show like people, you know what? Yes, we may have kids, we may have this, we may have that, but you know, we can still play football and we can still mix it with the best of them. So honestly, guys, thank you all.
Thank you for inviting me to preach.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for giving us the platform.
yeah, really enjoyed it.
Thank you very
Really
much.
good.
So, guys, you've been watching the Amateur Footballer Unhinged with everyone on the panel. And again, let me just repeat: Dwayne, Dean Thomas, Dean from West Fulham, Black Clock, Dan, James, and Owen. My name is Agrees, the best grassroots player you'll ever see in your life. And that's
Shan't go aside you then.
Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, have a productive week, and we will see
See you later, guys.
Nice one, lads. See you later. Have a good season,
Take care.
everyone.